I want to introduce our newest Plan Commission member, Michaela. She's joining us. She was sworn in. We appointed her last week, so thank you so much for serving.
Thank you for having me.
Awesome. All right, so the first item on our agenda is to approve the minutes of the October 28th, 2020 meeting. I would entertain a motion. Motion by Peckham, second by Neal. Is there any discussion? Since we have some folks on WebEx, I will just ask for a roll call. Lindman?
Yes.
Peckham?
Yes.
Neal?
Aye.
Appears that Bulkin's not here. Also Brugman's not here. Ross?
Yes.
Rosenberg? Aye. Those minutes pass unanimously. Next up is our public hearing to approve the project plan amendment 3 of tax incremental financing district number 7. Maybe before I open that, I will give Marianne maybe an opportunity to just address the board here and kind of talk about what we're asking.
Sure. So this is this process is dictated by state of Wisconsin statutes. So anytime the city wants to amend a project plan or create a project plan for a tax increment district, we have certain publication responsibilities which we've complied with. So this public hearing was published in the newspaper. We convened our joint review board, who has final authority in the creation of the district or an amendment of the district. And those, the joint review board is comprised of a member of the Wausau School District, a member of Marathon County, a member of North Central Technical College, our Finance Committee, chairman of the City of Wausau, as well as a citizen member. We do have our citizen member, Jim Tipple, in the audience tonight. So the Joint Review Board had their first meeting this morning at 8 a.m. Again, that was noticed in the newspaper appropriately. So what we're asking for this amendment, state law allows a community to amend a project plan that will, in a district that will generate excess increment or taxes, and use that increment to allocate or donate that increment to another tax increment district that needs financial support. And we need to accomplish that amendment prior to the end of the expenditure period of the donor district, which TID 7 is proposed to be the donor district. Its expenditure period ends January of 2021, so we are right up to the end of that expenditure period. And if this project plan is amended, we would have the authority to allocate increment from this district to tax increment district number 12, which is identified in the project plan, until we terminate the district. The district's mandated termination date is in 2026. Right now, in our cash flows, we're asking for the donation of 3 years of increment, which total about $4 million, and then we would expect to close the district 1 year early. The city, once this project plan is amended, is not required to allocate increments. So if for whatever reason we would find that tax increment district number 12 does not need the financial assistance, we would be able to not allocate the funds and close the district earlier. So the project plan before you lays out the financial provisions related to that donation. It's based on values within the district today. TID 7 was created to make improvements along Stewart Avenue. That was a town road, and with all of the medical facilities out there and the growing commerce district, the street really needed to be upgraded. So that was what spurred the creation of the district. We have done an amendment or two over the years, and big facilities that are included in here in this district would include Menards, Quick Trip, ENT, Surgical Associates. So that's everything. And I don't know, Chuck, are you going to talk during the public hearing component to speak in favor? Okay, so that's it. Unless anyone has any questions?
Doesn't look like it.
Okay.
Thank you very much. So I guess at this time, I'll be opening up the public hearing. And again, that is to approve the project plan amendment 3 of tax incremental financing district number 7. So the public hearing is now open. If you'd like to speak, feel free to approach the podium. I will just ask you to state your name and address for the record.
Madam Mayor, could we pull this down?
Sure.
Good. Thank you, and thank you to everyone at the city for getting this far. I'm Gary Friels. I live at 2025 Dubay Drive, Mosinee, Wisconsin, which is really the town of Knowlton. I'm president and CEO of the Judd Alexander Foundation, who I think most of you know we've had a pretty long history of working with the city. Some of the examples I just wanted to cite, because this is not any different or really almost not even as large as some of the other things that we've done in the past. You go back to 2003, we approved a $1.5 million loan for the Jefferson ramp. One of my favorite things was 2004, where we encouraged the city to get rid of blighted property on 3rd Street. Finally, in 2018, with all the wonderful projects that the Blinker Group did, we were able to waive the $600,000 note. And the thing I guess I, like to mention at that point is that it isn't the size of the loan, and it's, what I want to say is we're patient. If you look back 35 years ago, my goodness, 1985, when the mall was new, it was the most spectacular thing that ever happened in this city. It's hard to believe that it's really done. I mean, there's no useful purpose of it anymore. The business cannot cash flow. There's, deferred capital expenditures there that are very significant. So it's a shame. It's the thing that really allowed so many of the developments that we participated in, that you've seen, just flourish, happen. And we finally got our North Anchor in the YMCA, and, we're losing them all. But the project that the Wausau group has worked on, which I'm very active with, is spectacular, and I give a lot of credit to that, volunteer group, and Chuck Dorsey's been fantastic at leading that effort for us. So, I just, happy to be a part of that. Up until this point, my favorite grant that we ever did with the city and loan, it's kind of a combination of both as we got done, but we did a $2.7 million loan to the city in 2010 to purchase all of the riverfront that we hadn't purchased already, which was the part in front of ABC Warehouse. So the foundation at that point had about $3.5 million in it, and it all worked out pretty well, and really happy to see it. And loans is what we do so much in economic development. We actually have available for Mary Ann if she needs it, $1 million for this project just to time the TIF flows. So that's something that would be basically a 5-year note at 0% interest. So that's just trying to give you an example of some of the things that we do. People talk about what the foundations are here for. Well, it's to benefit the city. If you look at, we looked at our cash flows today and what we're going to have in it, and it looks like in addition to the $2 million that we use for the acquisition price, we're going to have probably need to put another $3.5 to $4 million in it just for, all kinds of things. So, I don't know if Chuck shared the, some of those numbers with you. I've missed a couple of the meetings, but once we finalize that cash flow, you're more than welcome to see it. But it's an expensive project, but a tremendous return for the city, and we're just happy to participate. Thank you.
Thank you very much. If you could state your name and address for the record, thank you.
Thank you, and good evening. Chuck Dorsey, 1 Corporate Drive. I am the managing director for this fine group of Wausau Opportunity Zone people. And I can't say enough for the foundations, many of them, that have participated with our community side by side in so many projects. And not for the benefit of the foundations, for the benefit of our community. This is no exception. These people have been absolutely phenomenal to work with. When I met Gary tonight, he said, boy, this is an exciting day, because he finished the foundation meeting, and I think he was able to give some more money away. But they are exciting times for our community. It's not often that a community gets to reset its downtown, if you would, every 40 years. There's also reason for excitement, because we have a strategic plan for our economic growth, and it is being executed. We need talent, we need innovative companies created and nourished in our vibrant and resilient downtown and other parts of the city. Collaboratively, this is our strategic partnership, and I'm confident that we can all get it done. We do not move forward together if we are not reinvesting in our community. And the time for our downtown has come again, and we have the financial resources in which to create this vision for TID 12. But a great plan and a financial resources do not cut it by itself. It takes leadership. This type of leadership that will be confirmed again tonight. We are moving forward. We are unlocking our potential. This is just one more step, a positive step, in our journey to become the best small city in America. Thank you for your support.
Thank you very much. If there is anybody else who would like to testify today at this public hearing, this is the second time I'll ask, can approach the podium. All right, I'm asking for the third and final time if anybody would like to approach the podium for the public hearing. All right, I don't see anybody, so I am closing this public hearing. Thank you very much. Next item on our agenda is discussion and possible action on approving the project plan amendment 3 of tax incremental financing district number 7. I would entertain a motion before we got the discussion going. Motion by Peckham. Do I have a second? Second by Lindman. All right, is there any discussion? Yes, Alder Peckham.
Thank you. I would just say that I like the wording on this. I thank Mary Ann for presenting the information in a way that rookie can read through it and understand what's going on. And I like the facet that our vote today will allow but not require this allocation. And so I'm hoping that we do pass this and allow the council to make the final decision, and I hope they allow it, but hope we go for this.
Thank you. I want to acknowledge that Andrew Brookman has joined us also. So if anyone else with any comments or questions?
I would echo the comments of Alder Peckham. I'm in agreement on everything he said.
Thank you. All right, well, I'm not seeing anybody else with a desire to speak on this, so I guess we're ready to vote. I'll do a roll call. Lindman?
Aye.
Peckham?
Aye.
Neal?
Aye.
Brookman?
Aye.
Ross?
Aye.
Rosenberg, that's me, yes. That passes unanimously. Thank you very much, everyone. The next item, this will go to our Common Council on November 24th. The next item on our agenda is the next meeting date and future agenda items for consideration. If you have any, feel free to let me know.
I think if I can.
Oh, I'm going to let our,
If I can get my mic to work.
All right.
Sorry for the, I think it's on. I think this one will work. Thanks. Just to let you know, I think we are scheduling a special meeting for December 1st. That would be between now and our regularly scheduled meeting in December. So if you haven't already gotten that on your calendars, please make note, December 1st at 4:30 PM. And we'll have the conditional use request from the police department that we discussed a couple months ago. So, thanks.
thank you. The next item on our agenda is planning, news, and education. I don't know if you, Brad, if you wanted to talk about this at all, or?
So included was a link to an article with a very interesting case study on kind of the comparing modern, I guess, kind of senior housing to a historical development pattern of senior housing, configured more like a courtyard and the effects on mental health. So if you haven't already, I'd encourage you to give it a read. It was a very interesting article, I thought.
Thank you very much. The last item on our agenda is I would entertain a motion to adjourn. Motion by Peckham, second by Lindman. Any opposed? We are adjourned. Thank you very much, everyone.